New Caledonia is the 53rd largest island in the world. It sits in the Pacific Ocean near Vanuatu, Fiji, New Zealand, and Australia. But it's part of France, a country 10,000 miles away, and will continue to be until 2020 at least. In 1853, when France took over New Caledonia for use as a colony for prisoners, it was already inhabited by the indigenous Kanak people. The Kanak, led by politician Jean-Marie Chibou, wanted independence from France, which is one of the farthest places away from New Caledonia on Earth. So they asked to hold an independence referendum, and France actually agreed, saying that they would hold one on November 4th, 2018, and that if New Caledonia chose independence, they would get it, and that if the vote was unsuccessful, they could hold subsequent referendums in 2020 and 2022. Hello and welcome to That Is Interesting. I'm your host, Carter. Today, the New Caledonia Independence Referendum Explained. In my video on major world events happening by 2020, I mentioned the possibility that the large Pacific island of New Caledonia would gain independence from France following a referendum on November 4th, 2018. Well, the referendum happened and New Caledonia voted to remain with France. The results, however, were quite surprising. Polls had shown that anywhere from 15 to 34% of New Caledonians would vote in favor of independence, but it ended up being closer than anyone thought, with 44% voting for independence and 56% choosing to remain with France. Although New Caledonia is not the world's newest country, France is giving it 2 more chances to hold a referendum if the island chooses to, one in 2020 and, if unsuccessful, a final referendum in 2022. So we still could see an independent New Caledonia in the future. The strong percentage of pro-independence votes shows that we shouldn't rule out sovereignty of the island as a possibility just quite yet. The vote also marks a historic change in how colonial powers interact with their colonies. Not only was France entirely willing to accept New Caledonian independence, but they are giving them more referendums in the future, something we would not have seen from any colonial power, say 100 years ago. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you learned something new. Subscribe for more content like this. I cover the countries, cities, people, and places of the world and beyond. These videos will leave you saying, "That is interesting."